Hello class, welcome to your YouTube channel GNP Educare. So as we have learned in the previous class about the 3D interface and design, we will today learn on the 2D interface. As we have mentioned, it is more or less common and same as that of an AutoCAD design, but we will use the full tool set of the 3D design in 2D to see what are the tool sets which we can use in 2D design, and more 3D design tool sets will be introduced today, so that in the next class we can learn how to design a building, right? So let's start. We're going to learn the 2D design or in SketchUp. It is more or less similar to that of an AutoCAD. So we'll use the same tool set and the tool commands which we have used in 3D in the previous class, and today we are going to do the same design in 2D. Okay, so let us remove this lady first. Now to go to 2D, you need to click on the camera, go to standard views, and from here go to the top view. Top view will change your isometric view or the 3D view to quadrant view or 2D view, right? So let us now start creating designs. First, let us create a rectangle. Pretty easy. Same, you can go ahead and do a circle. It is similar as that of an uh, AutoCAD design, right? Let's do a polygon or an arc. For arc we need to give 2 points, or any free designs, right? Here erase button is everyone knows. Whatever we want to erase, we can select that and erase that accordingly. Next is the push pull command. Here also the push pull command works, but the difference is, as the design is in 2D mode, it will only show as shades and nothing else. Next is basically your offset command. So before offset command, let us clean this diagram. Let us form a, let's say, rectangle, right? And now the offset command, what we do is we need to select the edge for which we want to do the offset. You can do the offset on the outside, or if you wish you can do the offset on the inside too, right? So this is the offset command. Next is the move command. Move command is very simple, to move the drawing from one place to the other by just holding the command. Next is rotate command. For rotation, there are two type of ways by which you can rotate. If you just want to rotate a part of the diagram, go to the end point, click on it and take any axis as reference and start rotating. But in this case, the two lines added to that end point will be only rotated, not the full diagram. But if you want to go ahead and rotate the full diagram, you need to click the rotate command in the face. Then you need to take any axis, red axis, green axis or blue axis as reference, and then start rotating. The angle of rotation will be shown on the right hand side corner down portion, right, in the dialog box. So here we are setting it as 30 degrees. Okay, so we have rotated it using 30 degrees. Next is your measurement tape. We know for any design we can see what is the measurement we are using, but it won't be showing any dimensions, right? Next, text box, we are aware of it. If we want, we can add anything in the text box. Color, it's pretty easy. Doing the color of a surface, you can change any colors of the surface by using this color button. Next is zoom in and zoom out, same features as that of an AutoCAD. Now next is another important thing. If we want to use other tools, how we going to, I can go ahead and do the same, right? So let us do the same. Let us first remove the diagram, okay, and let us find out what are the other tools that is available in the tool set. So in the 2D section, we need to learn the last command. As we have already aware that move command can be used for moving any diagram from one place to the other. If we need to do the copy command, right? First click on the move command, take it to the position where we need to shift it, and then click the option. On clicking on option for the Mac, it automatically will give you a copy, right? And if you want to specify the distance, you can specify the distance in the distance bar or the by putting it 1 meter, right? So automatically it will go ahead and place the second copy 1 meter away from the first copy. Now if you need to make multiple copies, what we are going to do? Same, we're going to select, move it to the position where we're going to give the last one, click on option, then let's say in between this I want to put 7 boxes, but we are not aware that what should be the distance, right? So what we are going to do is in the dialog box we are just going to give 7 divide and enter. So it will automatically give 7 boxes in between these 2 copies with equal distance. Clear? So this is basically the move command, copy command, and if you need to do arrays, multiple moves, right? If you need to do the array command, so you can use this form to make it easier. Fine. Few more commands which were left in the 3D diagram. Let us complete that too, so that we have all the basic knowledge of the tools. So let us remove this lady. 2 commands that we can use it here is, one is autofold, which is a part of the move command, and next is the follow me command. Okay, so let us do the autofold command first. Let us make a rectangle. Use the push pull button to give it a solid geometry. Now we are using the offset button to offsetting it on the edges in the inner side, right? Okay. Now, if we use a push pull button, automatically the inner portion will go up straight away, right? So there is no auto fold region created or slanting region created. While making any design or while making a slanting roof, how we can go ahead and use this command? So first we need to take the move, click on command which will activate the auto fold option, and now if we see, you can pull it up towards any direction you want and the edges won't be going in the same way. So you can see the edges have a folding to it, right? So let us try the same again. Let us delete this. Okay. So let us form another circle to practice the same. So let us make a circle. Use the push pull to give it a height. Okay. Now let us use the offset command. Now for using the auto fold, we need to click on the move, go to the move option. In case of Mac, you need to click on the command option which will activate the auto fold option, and you can take it to the upper direction, that is towards the blue axis, where it will automatically have a slant with the offset part, right? So from here you can see this is basically your auto fold command. Okay, so this will help you in making a slanting roof easily. So let us try and make a slant roof. Okay, first make a rectangular diagram. Let us give a push pull button to pull it up. Okay, Now, for slotting it in between, what we need to do is we need to do a offset of very small narrow space. Okay, so let us do an offset of this. Okay, now let us create the same thing. Command to activate. From here you can see we are getting the auto fold or the slanting roof. Okay, similarly you can put it down to form a box. So you can use this command in both ways. Next is the follow me command, which is another useful command in 3D design. So let us first, if we need to draw a donut, it won't be easy to draw the same in the SketchUp, but we can do it by using the follow me command, like a solid piece, right? So let us first draw a circle. Okay, let us take another circle in the green axis on the edges. Okay, you need to remember that you need to put it on the edges, not on the center. Okay, so you can see this is what we have formed. Now for making it a follow me command, first we need to select the path in which we want our sphere to be formed. So this is this path. Next, follow me command and the surface which needs to be followed, the path. So here you can see by this we can easily form a donut, right? Let us try to form a sphere. For doing the sphere, same thing needs to be done. Let us form a circle here. Let us form another circle in the green axis. But in this case, in case of a sphere, you need to form it in the center, right? In case of donut-like shapes, you can form it on the outer hemisphere, but in the sphere case, you need to form it within the center. So this is how our diagram will look like. Now first take the path, first select the path and then click on the follow me command and select this. So from here you can see you are getting the sphere structure. If you want to do the sphere fully, what we can do is that while forming the circle in the center, we need to give the dia as same as that of a first circle in which we are forming the sphere. Fine. So for forming the circle, we need to form the inner circle as the same dia as that of the outer circle. Now let us check the same. So it has more or less the same dia. Now for forming the sphere, first we need to take the path from the select tool and click to follow me, and then the surface which we need to follow the path. So this is how we can form a sphere. In this way we can form any type of solid diagrams, including furniture, even chess piece, etc. Right? Now we need not to do such designs in the case of solar, but let us check what is there present in the warehouse which also we can take in use. So first let us click the 3D warehouse. From the 3D warehouse you can see there are multiple options like Windows Live, kitchen and bath, furniture live components like lamp, office setups. So let us click on Windows Live, right? From here you can see there are multiple of windows that is already available in the 3D warehouse. From here you can select any of the window. Let's say I'm selecting the multi-unit window. So once I click on the multi-unit window, it will open up and ask you to download. Once you click on download, it will ask you whether you want it directly to your SketchUp model or not. If yes, click on OK and it will automatically come to your SketchUp model, right? So if you want to give a real look to your diagram, like putting furnitures, doors, windows, you can take the same from the 3D warehouse instead of going ahead and forming the same and wasting time, right? Next is the extension warehouse. Let us click on the extension warehouse. In the extension warehouse, you can see there are multiple type of architectures that is present, right? The first is the architecture of SketchUp. So first let us click the architecture of SketchUp and see what it is showing. So once we click on the architecture of SketchUp, you can see there are various architecture, the like various type of categories that is there for architects who are going to use it for different textures, right? Let us see the 3D Bazaar. In the 3D Bazaar, already pre-made designs are kept. You can see it here. In the 3D Bazaar, already pre-made designs are kept from where you can install this extension warehouse and you can take these designs like plants, 3D people, food, furniture, clothing, electronics. Everything is there present in the extension warehouse. So instead of making it to give it a real scenario, what you can do is that you can ultimately download and install it and you can take different type of furniture to give it a real look. So it is basically required for the interior designing, right? It is not required for solar, but for interior designing you can show it and give it a real look. So these are the basic features or basic tools that we would be requiring while forming the design of a house after site survey and ultimately doing the shadow analysis, right? So guys, we have learned both the 3D and the 2D design in the previous two classes, and this tool set usage and this design usage will be used tomorrow for preparing a building so that we can go ahead and install solar plant above the building and can check for the shadow analysis using that solar construction, right? So in the next class we are going to learn how to do a design of a building for solar installation, and we will learn both PCC type of building and RCC type of building, right? So we are going to learn both type of building in the tomorrow's class, and then we are going to proceed for solar installation above that PCC building to check the shadow analysis using SketchUp. For our efforts, we would like you to like, share, subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for further updates. Please share this video to as many people as possible, to your friends, colleagues, so that more people can be benefited from the same. And please do write on the comment section if you have any queries, any suggestions, so that we can improve our videos. And thank you very much for all your love and support.